Well, big news these last few days. Taylor Swift has bought the rights to all of the Masters from the start of her career, her life's work, meaning that they truly belong with her. She announced the move on Instagram, pointing her followers to a letter on her website, writing that all I've ever wanted was the opportunity to work hard enough to be able to one day purchase my music outright with no strings attached, no partnership, full autonomy. A fight she has now won. It all started in 2019 when music mogul Scooter Braun bought Big Machine Records that owned the first half of Swift's career, the music. She says she tried to buy her masters at the time, but was sent a contract that would remove her rights to her music. That's when she started re-recording her early work and then going public with her plea to buy her masters, inspiring other artists to make similar moves. Now a private equity firm that purchased the rights from Braun sold them to Swift, and fans see this as a new beginning for the superstar. Joining us now is Bryan West, Taylor Swift reporter for Gannett and USA Today Network. So cool for her. I mean, I think there is still some sting in it that she had to buy back what was already hers. But how did she express her feelings to this coming together finally?
Good morning, Marni. So Taylor Swift has been in a content drought ever since the Eras Tour ended in November. That all changed, though, I have to say, on Friday when she told everybody about this new move, buying back all of her masters. She posted a 700-worded letter to her website, taylorswift.com. That ignited the entire fandom. They were just overjoyed. Many fans were saying that this was Taylor Swift Independence Day, Tay-pendence Day, Independence Day. They've just been rejoicing because now they can listen to every single one of her songs guilt-free. They're all now Taylor's version.
And how much did she pay, Bryan? I mean, there's been some speculation up to $1 billion, somewhere in the 500 million range. What was the actual price tag?
What we're being told and what Billboard magazine has reported is that it was around $360 million. So when those were sold from Big Machine to Ithaca Holdings back in 2019, that was $300 million. And then to Shamrock, a little bit north of that. And so now we're hearing that she bought them back for around $360 million.
There seems to have been this kind of long-running feud between her and Scooter Braun. What did he say as a result of this sale?
He posted pretty quickly, and he said that he was thrilled for her. Shamrock also released a statement saying that they were thrilled for Taylor Swift. We saw a bunch of her friends that were showing a lot of support. Selena Gomez, she sent out an Instagram story. So did Lana Del Rey. We saw a video posted by Jack Antonoff, who's a collaborator of hers. And he showed a video of her and Swift in the kitchen singing Getaway Car, which is a song that in the community, we tie them together. And they said they were listening guilt-free. So we have seen overwhelming support.
And how much of this was possible because of Taylor Swift's resilience? I mean, her ability as a businesswoman to take this on, to not back down, and re-record her albums created her even more success. You look at all the tours worldwide that provided her the opportunity to have the cash to do this.
I think there's even an argument you could make that the Eras Tour might not have existed in its capacity without all these re-records, because what the re-records allowed is for fans that have been with her forever to walk down memory lane, but also new fans that she gathered for Folklore, from Evermore, from Midnights, to re-experience those eras. And then you add on the Eras Tour on top of that. And so it's been good, I think, for the fandom to reconnect to her music. But Taylor Swift did say that this was a long battle. Kelly Clarkson gave her the idea to re-record all of her music. She said in Time magazine that this was like redoing your homework. So I think at first there was hesitation, there was a lot of emotions, but then she found new excitement, and she also found renewed hope within the fandom.
I think a lot of artists looking at how they own their own masters. What's new with Taylor? I know a lot of Swifties hope that she's busy writing any music in the works, and what's new in her love life?
What you can imagine is that the letter is already being decoded by Swifties everywhere. So we have 3 different avenues that this could take as far as music. So what about the last 2 re-records? You have Reputation, Taylor's version, which she said she didn't even re-record a quarter of that. She said the vault tracks are fire, and she's hoping to release those soon. Then you have her debut era, which is a return to country, a return to Nashville. She said that entire album has already been recorded. It turns 20 next year, so fingers crossed. And then there's a new album, TS12.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.